Hi everyone, my name is Lisa Baldwin and I am an employee of Archivers. I work at the Raleigh, North Carolina store as an instructor. Today I'm here to share with you my contest entry for the Created by You workshop. Now when this contest came about, my creative brain went into overdrive. I didn't know where I was going to have to some point draw the line and make a decision on exactly what I was going to make. Now what I thought from the very beginning is that it's Scrapfest. Okay. Mini albums. Okay. Tim Holtz. Okay, so what I've come up with is a mini album made from grunge board, paper, the new Tim Holtz 2-ring binders, the large one, a rosette die, and a lovely travel stamp set, also by Tim Holtz. Are you seeing the theme? Okay, here's my book. It is 5 by 8. These are 5 by 8 pieces straight from the package. We've got the binder ring on the inside, paper on the inside to cover up the grunge board, and I've used the rosette die, the large one, the travel stamp set, some film strip, and this little piece right here, this medallion in the center of the rosette, is something I've created with my computer. It says Scrapfest 2011, and around the edge in the small writing says Archivers, September 16th through the 18th, Mall of America, Bloomington, Minnesota, Scrapfest 2011. So what a great little album to be able to create in 45 minutes in class. And later throughout the weekend and throughout Scrapfest is being able to fill that right there on the spot. So whether it's Friday night crop or Saturday night crop, this little mini album could be a project for them for the weekend. Not only as a class, but to get it done through the whole weekend. And by the time they head home, either Sunday night or Monday morning, they'll be able to go home and brag to their friends, look what I did. And look at everything I saw and who I saw. Let's get started in making this mini album. Before we get started, let's briefly talk about what will be in the customer's kit. In their kit, they will receive 4 pieces of grunge board, 5 pieces of paper, 1 of the 2-ring binders, this is the large size, and 2 brads that go along with it, a 12-inch strip of the film strip ribbon, 1 pre-punched large rosette from the Tim Holtz large rosette die, and a pre-printed and pre-punched Scrapfest 2011 medallion that will be set into the center of the rosette once it's completed. Now we're going to be using some distress inks, some archival inkjet black ink. We'll need some blending tools, a distress tool, scissors, Crop-A-Dile, and if the customer has it, they can bring along their tiny attacher just as an option to use. Now, the last but not least, we're going to be using the Tim Holtz, from the Tim Holtz collection, the Stampers Anonymous Air Travel Stamp Set. We'll need some stamp blocks and a hot glue gun to put all this together. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to take our 2 5 by 8 pieces of grunge board straight from the package, straight from our kit actually, and we are going to ink them up using a few of the distress inks. Now the first thing we're going to do is we're going to just use the Wild Honey, and we're going to just tap it down on our thing, and then from the outside you want to work from your mat onto your piece, and you want to just go in a circular motion. Okay, and we're just going to go through here. You can go through, I like to get a lot of that first. Now you just go around till you get the whole thing. I know that the color doesn't really do very well when you're looking through the video, but if you want to see, it's on there. I know you really can't tell, but down on the rusty hinge, and you want to start moving and just little areas. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be all the way around, but as you can see, you can see the darker edge. And I just like to go randomly throughout little spots with that. And then I'm going to come back and I'm going to take the next color, which is the barn door. And I'm going to add just a little bit of barn door here, blend it through, and then a little bit over here, blend it through, and then maybe a little bit right here. Now as you can see it's covered. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to take our map stamp, and we're going to take the archival ink, and we're going to, so that is our front and back cover. For the next step of this project, what we're going to do is we are going to go ahead and we're going to stamp our tickets, and we're going to stamp our airplane. Now the airplane, and then we're going to stamp it right here onto, so we've got that stamped. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to take your ticket and stick it onto a stamp block or to a stamp press. You're going to also ink that up and then stamp it once and twice. And once you stamp it the second time, you'll end up with a sheet just like this. So you've got that stamped. Once you get those stamped, the next thing you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and you're going to cut out around the airplane. Now it's not very hard to get that cut out real quickly because you want to leave yourself a little bit of an edge because we're going to color this up with the Broken China Distressing. And it just cut out both of your tickets. What you're going to do is take your distress tool and you're going to drag it along the edge of your ticket. All the way around the edge. Does not have to be perfect. You just want to make it real quick. Okay? Alright, so you have one. Then go ahead and take them and pull them both up at the same time. Straighten them back out. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take your Vintage Photo Distress Ink and you're going to flatten these back out. And you get some Distress Ink on the edge of those tickets just like that. And it's going to pick up on that frayed edge that you used with the Distress tool. Now without putting any more ink back on there, just lightly rub it across the top and you can see all of a sudden you'll be getting the picking up where you creased it. Okay, you're going to do that to both tickets. Okay, and then you'll end up with 2 tickets, something like this. Our next step is what we're going to do is we're going to use the large rosette that's been pre-cut using the Tim Holtz die. We're going to accordion fold it back and forth, and just wrap it around. Make sure that your accordions are going in the right direction, just like that. So if you want to use a little hot glue, that works just fine. Oops. What I found out that if you put the scallop side down and you take this little piece like this and you pinch the center and then kind of pull them out a little bit, it kind of helps it go right into place. Okay? Then what you can do is you can take, and I put a little hot glue on there already, you can take that little center and you can just pop it right into the center, and there you have your rosette all made. The next thing I'm going to do is once we get it like that is I'm going to add a little bit of Vintage Photo ink to it, and I'm just going to drag it along the edges like this. So once you get your rosette finished, you're going to go ahead and add the film strip to the back, and what I have is your rosette for the front, your 2 tickets, and your airplane. Alright, so let's now move on to putting the book together. So what we're going to do is I've already pre-lined the inside cover, the 2 inside cover pieces, my cover and my back. And what we're going to do is we're going to take the large binder ring, a 1.5 inch by 5 inch piece of paper, we're going to go ahead and adhere that to the top of here. We're going to line this up, we're going to punch the holes, and we're going to set the brads. Okay? So you'll end up with a piece just like this, and the brads will be through the back. Now what we're going to do is we're going to add some hot glue to the center of this, and we're going to adhere it right to the center of our spine. Now what I did is I just measured over 1 inch in from this side, 1 inch from this side, top and bottom all the way around. And then this gives me a nice even place on where I need to line this up. So I don't have to second guess it and hold it up. I could just, once I got that hot glue on there, I can go ahead and put it down inside there. So now we've got our spine. We've covered up our brads that show through the back, and we've got this covered with paper. Now what you're going to do is you're just going to fold the edge up and crease it to the end right here, and you're going to repeat this on both sides. Just fold it up and put it together and adhere the pages to here. So I'm going to work my back cover. This is my back, and I'm going to go ahead and add some hot glue here.
Now, one of the things that we're going to do when we put this together after we add the hot glue is you're going to lay this down and you're going to take this back cover and you're going to put this on, but you are not going to make it flush against this piece. We want to leave a small little gap, and once you get that down just like that, we're going to have a nice little gap, and we're just going to rub it because we want that to go ahead and adhere to the back, and there we have our spine on the back. Repeat the process on the front cover and put the book together. The final step in putting this album together is to putting on the 3 embellishments on the top. So what we're going to So there you have it. Your embellishments are all on the front. Your spine is done. You've got the inside and outside done. You're all set. It's all ready to be filled up with great memories from Scrapfest 2011. Whew. Goodness gracious. The video's done. Woohoo! Alright, the video's done. The project is done. My instructions are done. I need to pack it up and send it off to you. Now there's one more thing that has to be done, and that's your job. You're going to have to make a decision. Now it's not going to be easy. You're going to have tons of ideas to choose from. I just hope that my project, my video, and my personality has shined through into my video today. Hopefully, once your decision's made, I'll be seeing all of you in Minnesota, September 16th. Thanks for this awesome opportunity, and good luck to you guys in your quest to find the ultimate workshop created by you.